Hey. So this is going to be the first video in my channel. I'm planning on doing unboxings, showing the progression of my collection, and stuff like that. Yeah, so stay tuned if you want to listen to that, I guess. So I thought that a good basis for me to start off is to show my K-pop photo card collection. I don't know why I said K-pop. Yeah, so maybe some information about like what I collect is that I collect NCT OT21, so all the members, and then I also collect any photo cards for any Super M releases, since like 4 out of 7 of them are in NCT, so I just thought like it's kind of worth it. And I stand all the groups that are also a part of Super M, so like it's worth it in my mind. And then I also collect, as you can see, I also collect Winwin non-album, but not all of his non-album things, just the non-album things from his time in Wavy, because I just don't need to collect everything of his, because I personally don't like everything in it, especially certain eras. My plan for right now is just to continue collecting all of his Wavy stuff, and then just, you know, keep going, and once I catch up I just continue buying. But then if I get bored or something, and I can always go back by eras that I personally like more than others. But for right now it's just his Wavy goods. Other than that, maybe just saying like the materials that I use. I use this is just like an Avery 2-inch binder, this one, and then this is just like a literal white binder I got from Walmart because cheap. And then I use the Ultra Pro sleeves to sleeve everything, and I don't actually double sleeve anything because I just haven't gotten around to buying any like the smaller sleeves. And I also personally don't really know the point of it. I feel like everyone just does it because everyone else does, but I would like some justification as to why, because I feel like my cards are fine being not double sleeved, but like if somebody tells me like a really good reason as to why, then I will happily invest. But yeah, I just haven't done that yet, so sorry. Yeah, and then also I'll be naming for any of the album photo cards. I'll be telling you which ones that I pulled from the album itself, since I like to hear what people pulled from the album. Yeah, so let's get started. So first is my Winwin binder. He is my alt in all of K-pop. I love him so much. He's so cute. I love him. So I collect all of his non-album things just because I think they're all super cute, especially in Wavy. I think he's been like looking the absolute best he's ever looked in Wavy. So obviously I want to collect everything because it's just like the cutest like fucking things ever. So yeah, so in the front of my binder I have this collage that I made in Photoshop. So it's just like one piece of like cardstock that I like printed out at Office Depot. So opening up, we have just like photo cards in the front. So a lot of these are just from different sets. I don't keep his album photo cards in here just because I prefer to keep sets of like the album cards together. Like I don't like to separate them just because he's my alt that he gets to be in his own binder, because then I feel like it ruins the look of the other album photo cards because I just want them all to be together. So everything here is literally just non-album. So like pre-order benefits, this is a group photo card from the barista thing, and then this is his Siga Long photo card from the lipstick thing that they did, the like advertisement. So he's like advertising his specific lipstick. I guess he wears lipstick. And he looks so cute. And then this is his Thai Take Over the Moon photo card, and I actually bought this when I like first started collecting, and I got it for an insanely good deal, but at the time I was like, whoa, this is a little pricey. Why is this pricey? But it actually was like for a really good deal, so thank you, Winwin. I had no idea. And then these are more pre-order benefits from the Season's Greetings. I didn't actually buy the Season's Greetings, so I'm collecting these in like slowly. So I just have this solo black one and then the group red one, but I want to get like all the different sets. So I think there's 6 in total, like including the group. And then this is the keychain from Take Over the Moon. This is his AR card from the Beyond the Vision show, so it's like the one where you can put your phone and it does like a little video. I think the video is kind of cute. He kind of gives you like nothing in the video, like he's really not doing that much, which I'm like, okay, fair, maybe you retired. But also like he's just like it's not even centered. It doesn't even look like a photo. Like he didn't even like pose or anything. So I think that's kind of funny, especially like looking at other members, like AR cards, like of all the members who did the Beyond series, they all look kind of good. They like look like photo cards, and this just looks like a kind of freebie of somebody who just like randomly just like snapped a picture of him like off guard. But he still looks cute, I guess. And then this is just like the group sticker that's like photo card size, so I just put it in here because it has all the members and it has Win-Win on it. And then these are the postcards. Moving on, so this is just like from his collaboration with W Lab. I think it's sunscreen. And then this is his solo postcard from Takeoff. Very cute. I don't have the group postcards yet just because it's not like something that I'm concerned with right now. Like it's just not a priority, and I'll just get them later. Like they exist. And then this is his postcard set from his show that he did last year, My Brilliant Master. These just all came in like a big set, so had to get these. I also wanted to get these. Yeah, he looks so cute. This is when he had like black hair. He kind of always has black hair, but this haircut I thought was so cute. Like the way he styled it, like, do you see this? Oh, so fucking cute. Like, yeah. So these come with actually quite a few postcards, and I really like the backs of these. They're like gold and embossed. Like this is GSG, but I don't really know what that stands for because that's not what the show is. Like that's not the initials of the show. Yeah, I think this one's my favorite. He's just like the cute apple cheeks and his smile. And then this one just like so fresh. Yeah, this is my mom's fave, which she has like expressed to me. This is her fave, Bald Win-Win. I don't know why they had to make that into a postcard. So cute. And like, yeah, the show is a really good way to show his like personality, and I think like good job on SM for once for letting him escape the dungeon. And then this is just a pre-order postcard from the school kit. These are postcards from the summer kit. I have both, and then the photos, and then the Polaroid. Yeah, he looks super cute. I just prefer Win-Win with like natural hair. I think that's his best look. And then like another photo slide, and then these are the Reebok signed postcards. These are the postcards for Take Over the Moon, so I have his solo and his group postcards. There's so many I feel like normally most sets of SM postcards always only have like one group postcard, but Wavy always has like 3 for some reason. I'm not complaining because it's just like it's not that tiresome to like get the other ones because I usually just get it in a set, but like I don't know why. I guess just to show the different concepts. And then I have his Japanese fan sign postcard. And then these are just like sleeves I just got from like Walmart. Like just like I had these before I started collecting, so I just used them. But I think I do want to upgrade to the more like nice sleeves, like that are with this material. Like it's a little bit thicker and more sturdier, because like this is just like very floppy, and this is pretty not rare, but it's pretty expensive to buy this, so I would like to protect it better. But like again, I'm not like throwing around my binder, so I'm not concerned that it's going to get like damaged, but just for like long-term things, I think I would like to get something more sturdy. This is just another film strip that came with the kit. I didn't actually buy the kit, I just bought all these things separately just because I started collecting after the kit came out and it was just like too expensive to purchase the kit with shipping and stuff. Like I didn't see a point in it. Yeah, also I forgot to mention, I store pretty much everything in Win-Win's binder in chronological order-ish, like if I can. Like obviously this summer kit came out before the Japanese fan sign, but like I don't like to really waste pages, so if like it fits, but I try pretty hard to keep everything in chronological order, so like the Japanese fan sign and then Season's Greetings. Yeah, and so these are just Season's Greetings postcards. I want to get the other 2 group ones, but I just haven't seen them for sale. And then this is the Beyond Live AR set stuff that came with the photo card. So it's like the postcard, and then the ticket stub that's like pretty cool actually. And then in the back it's just like the packaging from different things that I've purchased, because I don't want to get rid of the packaging because I don't know, I'm like nervous that I would want to like resell or something. Not that I would sell this, but just like my mind changes so quickly, and I have sold things I thought I would never sell, so just in case. I don't think I'll ever sell this though, because like this is my collection pretty whittled down, because I actually did used to collect or try to collect all of Winwin's things like from 2016 when first debut, but then it was just like too overwhelming, and I just like, oh, I forgot to mention, I actually use my own template. Woo, I'll put it right there, to collect, to like mark off all of Winwin's things, because I personally, going back to what I was just saying, I personally don't like to see, I don't like any of the current templates that exist for his non-album things, because one, they're not really up to date, like on like up to date of what they've been releasing, especially with Awaken the World coming out. I don't think they'll be up to date, and then also I don't like to say, I wouldn't say like I panic when I see it, but like I get very like in my head about it when I see templates of all of his stuff, and it also includes all his 127 and like U things, because I just like, I know I'm not collecting it, but if I see it and it's like staring at me, I like feel the need to collect it because it's like not blanked out properly, or like I know it exists, if that makes sense. Like I just like, I feel compelled to buy something I don't actually want to buy, so I just made my own so that way like there's no like it doesn't exist in my head. Like I just deleted it from my head essentially with this template, because I haven't seen any like really nice templates for any of his just wavy, like why did I do air quotes, his wavy goods, because like I don't know, but I just personally split it up that way because it eases my mind. And I've gotten, as you can see, like I've got a pretty good amount of his stuff. Like I would say I'm only missing a few things, like just a few things, which is pretty good in my head, and I feel very at ease and comforted by the amount of stuff I have in this collection, in his collection specifically. So like this collection makes me very not stressed out and makes me very happy to look at, and that's the goal of collecting, right? So as long as I'm like not stressed out, I'm not gonna be like dying to collect all of his other non-album stuff that's not from Wavy. But like I said, maybe one day I'll go back and start collecting for like Empathy Era, which is my favorite NCT era. So maybe I'll collect for that. But other than like that time in the future, I'm pretty content with just collecting his stuff, and I use the template that I made to like help calm my nerves. So I can like put it in the description below, or actually I think I can just like, it's in the highlight in my Instagram, in my trade Instagram, so you can like go to my trade Instagram and look at the highlight, because I don't know how to link like just the PDF. Yeah, so if you want to see that, you can go in the description, because I think it's pretty thorough also. Like I went through and like looked at all like the pre-order benefits and like all the extra little thingies. So if you're interested in being super thorough about Winwin's Wavy collection, since it's the most current thing, you can check that out. No promo, self-promo. So that is my Winwin collection. Like I said, I think I'm in a really good place about this. I have only a few things left to collect, and I'm like relatively slow when it comes to Winwin. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it, and yay, I love Winwin so much. This makes me very happy that I get to collect him without like feeling super overwhelmed, because I get overwhelmed so easily, but for this right now, I'm not overwhelmed. Yeah. And then moving on to my normal NCT photo card binder. This is just where I keep all of the album inclusions that I collect, which is pretty much all of them. Yeah, so again, this just has a similar like style of collage in the front. This is just all of like NCT, mostly in Empathy Era, because like I just said, Empathy Era is my favorite era of NCT. It's when I first started standing them. It's like I heard Boss and then I started getting really into them during that era, so I wouldn't say like it's like the first where I was a stan, but it was the first where I like was really paying attention and was really consuming like a lot of their content. I was being blessed with OT18, thinking that was the norm. Little did I know that era was the exception. So yeah, I just like have a bunch of pictures from Empathy Era, and then since Wavy didn't exist, but I obviously collect OT21, and I wanted them to be on the binder, I just picked like a photo that like kind of matched, and kind of like the dog pile-y like cute, like it looks like a bunch of like photos that like friends took of each other. So I did the same for wavy. And I think it's pretty cohesive. Like, it doesn't look like it stands out too badly. So the first photo card set is from Fire Truck, which is their first physical release for 127. Since the Seventh Sense didn't have a physical release and there was no photo cards. Yeah, so it comes with 2 sets of 7, since there was only 7 members in 127 at the time. And to fill the space, I made these fillers, which is essentially, it's just like cardstock that I cut out. And I just chose pictures that I think like cohesively go with the like cards. So like I have red here, and there's like red in both of these pictures, and there's like blue in Taeyong's hat, and there's like kind of a teal, like a matching teal. Just because and it also, sometimes I do it based on the music video, but I actually don't. Like, the Fire Truck music video is like very not cohesive in terms of its color palette, and there's like not much like going on like in terms of like placement. Like, we don't really know where we are in the music video for the most of the time. Like, it's like a backyard, and I don't think that like goes with the theme at all in terms of like the photo cards themselves. Yeah, and then I just put like the name of the title track that this is about, which is Fire Truck. Yeah, and then I only do this obviously for cards that don't have, or for pages that don't have the full 9 slots filled. And then I just put fillers for the members that I don't already have, like that I don't have in my possession, and then like I put a little mail icon to indicate if it's on the way, or if it's not, then I don't put one. Yeah, so I just personally, going back to the fillers, I personally like making these fillers that don't have like faces on them. I know some people make fillers with like a nice member group shot at the bottom, or like they put like a group photo or something. I personally don't like to do that, just because I feel like if you put more faces, it like, I personally can't really comprehend that those are like fillers. I mean, I can, but like my eyes automatically like don't think that, and I'm like, oh, it's just another photo card. And I would prefer my eyes to be completely like drawn onto the photo cards, because that's what I'm collecting, obviously. And then also, I think that, in my opinion, I think that white placeholders, or like colored placeholders, like your eye immediately goes to them, because it's just like a big blank space of color. So you like immediately go to those, you go to the fillers first. And again, I don't want to do that. I want to like go towards the photo cards first. So I think this is like cohesive enough where it doesn't distract, and it also doesn't draw the eye like immediately. I think it looks like once this page is filled, it will look really nice to just like look at the cards and then see also like cohesive photos that like go with the rest of the cards, but I'm not immediately drawn to the photo, if that makes sense. That's just my way that I do it. That's what I like to do. Yeah, so if you like to do fillers with photos, with like pictures of them, like group photos, that's fine too. And I just have the same ones because it's the same set, so like it's okay. Yeah, and so I actually have quite a few on the way for this set, so then I'm just missing Jaehyun's. Next is the Limitless postcards, which are just like, they didn't have photo cards in this album, but they had like random postcards that you would get, so you would get one. Okay, I already messed up. I forgot to tell you which one I pulled in my album. So I actually pulled this tail in my album, so that's cute. All the other ones I've purchased or traded for. Yeah, that's it. LOL. Like I was saying, this is the Limitless postcard set. So I am slowly making progress on these. I think these tend to be either a little bit overpriced, or people don't really collect these, so I don't really see them up for sale that much, or trade for that matter. So I only have 6 at the moment. I pulled win-wins in my album, and I know there's 3 versions of the album, but I only bought 1 because I think they kind of all look the same, and they all look the same as in they all look hideous. So I only kind of wanted to be forced to put 1 on my shelf, so I just got 1, and I just pulled win-wins. And then there's also like a group, and then I think 4 unit postcards. So I have this one of Jaehyun and Yuta eating snacks. They're like eating cheese balls and Lay's. I think that's funny. But yeah, this was an awful era in terms of style. I think most NCitizens can all agree that this was a little bit too much. Yeah, and then next era is, or next page I guess, was for NCT Dreams, the first, or for my first and last era. And yeah, I'm pretty close to finishing this. I have both of these on the way. So hopefully this will be the first set that I finish, because I actually don't have any sets finished, at least for NCT. Yeah, and so for these fillers, I did kind of like a more pastel school vibe, because the music video takes place in a school, and it's like the boys have like a crush on a teacher or something, and just pastels, because I think it goes better with this photo card set, because the photo cards aren't really pastel, but they're like muted colors. I don't know, I think it looks nice, so hopefully that will be finished soon. And also in terms of the backs, I feel like the backs are nice, but I think there's only 2 that are white, and then the rest are black, so like 4 are black and 2 are white, and they don't even like, there's no way to make a pattern because of how they like just randomly chose 2 who had white. I don't know why they did that, but it exists, and it doesn't look that great, but it's okay. Next is 127 Cherry Bomb. I'm mostly finished. I'm just missing Johnny's, but I actually have it on the way, so actually that's finished, so who knows if it'll be this set or this set that I finish first. Yeah, I think these are really cute photo cards. Again, I didn't tell you which one I pulled. I pulled Lungeon's in this one, which is really cute because he's my bias in, well, I mean Mark, but like he's my bias in Dream for right now, because Mark's not in NCT Dream anymore. But oh, I forgot to say who I collect, or like who are my top 3, I guess, if that's like interesting. My top 3 are Winwin, and then Mark, and then Lungeon, and so I collect them for album inclusions that aren't photo cards, but you'll see that later. Yeah, so Cherry Bomb, and then I pulled, who did I pull? I pulled Winwin, actually. I actually have like, yeah, again, I have so much Winwin luck, actually. Like, I pull him quite frequently, for like it being a relatively large group. Yeah, so I pulled Winwin. I think this is like not his cutest photo card. Like, I don't even know, like he's holding something in his mouth, and I don't like his hair in this. Like, it's like very like pop punk grunge, greasy, dirty, so I don't really like his hair in this. But I mean, the rest of the boys look amazing. I just don't like Winwin in this era, from just like, I just don't like his hair. I think it looks bad. And then next page is for We Young era for NCT Dream. Oh, I also, clearly as you can see, I'm like, I don't organize this in terms of like subunits, like, you know, put all of 127, all of Dream, all of You, all of Wavy together. I don't do that. I put everything in chronological order, like in terms of date of release of the album, because I just prefer that. I prefer to see everything in terms of like how all the members grow, and I just like to see mixes of faces when I'm flipping through my binder personally. So this is for We Young. I pulled Jeno's card, and I love his like white blonde hair. I think he looked so cute in this era. This is honestly one of my favorite Dream eras. And then my absolute favorite photo card set, which is the Empathy Dream version, which is the one with the rainbow backs. I think this is such a cute photo card set. Clearly I am missing quite a few on this page, but I think otherwise this is such a cute photo card set. Yeah, so I have quite a few missing. I have some on the way. I have Winwin's, which I think Winwin in this era is just, I think everybody in this era, like if you told me like to pick everyone's best era, it was just Empathy era. Like it just was superior in my opinion. Like it was so good. So yeah, there's 18 in this because this was NCT 2018, and I actually am making pretty good progress in the maknae line, or like the youngest 9. I have quite a few because I actually bought these a lot of these cards in like sets. Like I purchased them from somebody who was selling their entire collection, and they just had a bunch of Empathy sets from like, I don't know, it was like maybe like their top like 6 members. So I bought like, or no, yeah, no, wait, maybe it was like their top 4 members, and I bought quite a few cards from them to complete. So like I have like a bunch of sets of members, and then I'm just like slowly filling in the gaps. And then for who I pulled Taeyong's in the Dream version, which was very nice because his card is quite expensive. All of these cards are really expensive, which is why it's going kind of slow, because I'm trying to find them for a pretty good deal. And then here's the Reality version, which is the one with the black back, which I don't like as much, like in terms of the back and like the cards themselves. I think it's a little bit darker. I don't know, I just prefer the Dream set a whole lot more. I'm not making as good of progress as I am in the Dream set, just because I prefer the Dream set, so I like look harder, I guess. And then I pulled Yuta's. However, this card of Winwin's, which is the one where he's like in the pink outfit for, it was a touch stage and he's wearing the pink beret, like you know which one I'm talking about. This is the Holy Grail card, and it's actually the last Winwin card I'm missing, because I miss one's in the mail, and then this is just the last one. But again, these cards are so hard to find, or like so hard to find for a really good price, that like I just cannot justify spending like an absurd amount of money for this card, knowing like it's not really worth that much. So I'm just gonna wait until I find like a good deal. So I can wait, but I'm hurting inside. So yeah, then this is the rest of them. Very nice, good progress, but not as good as Dream. And then I'm currently not actively collecting Japanese cards, just because one, Japanese cards are more expensive, and two, I don't really like the Japanese cards that SM tend to release, which is always like there's writing on the front, which I don't like, and then they're like non-selfie, which is, again, I don't like. So yeah, these aren't really a priority for me. I just have these, and then like Winwin's, obviously, because I bought Winwin's, because I bought some chain compies from somebody who was like obviously selling them, and they came with photo cards. So I have Tail and Doyoung's, and then yeah, like I said, I purchased Winwin on his own because Winwin. Yeah, and so I'm not really looking to collect these right now. I think eventually, when I like get a bigger head start on the album photo cards, I think, unlike the Korean album photo cards, I think I'll start collecting these. But for right now, these aren't a priority for me. But like eventually I will be doing that. And then, yay, how sad. So this is the We Go Up set. I actually have these all on the way, like the little mail icons. I bought the set off of eBay, and so these are all on the way, but they're coming from Korea, so I was waiting until like regular postage was made available to send to the US. So they're coming in the mail, I think, but yeah, for right now, these just like don't exist. But I do have the album, and I actually pulled Chunla's, but because I knew that I just bought the whole set, I just traded Chunla's for someone else, like in the time being, because I'm just gonna get his back, so it's okay. Next are the We Go Up pre-order benefits. I actually don't like these that much, and since I didn't buy a first press album, I didn't get this in the album, but so I just like purchased these separately. But I don't actually like these that much because orange is actually my least favorite color, and you can't even really see the like member that well because it's like such a small circle in the card. But I think still these are kind of cute, so I'm pretty slow in collecting these, so these aren't like a huge priority, but they're nice to have. I like that they did little drawings, sketches on the back of the cards. I think that's super cute, like kind of shows their personality. Like, who is this? Like Jenna drew like a seagull. I don't know. Like this wasn't even like a beach themed comeback. I don't know. And next is the regular irregular sets. This is the regular set because it's the white back. And I'm sure like it's kind of well known, but these cards are actually super hard to collect for. I don't know why, because this is like their first album, so you would think that a lot of people would buy the album, but that's not the case, I guess. Yeah, so I just have like a few. It's going pretty slow. Yeah, so kind of sad, but also I don't really mind. Like I can go slow, it's not a big deal. This card set actually has 10 cards, and so like I can't put them all on this page, so I'm actually planning on buying the 10 card sleeve. Like it's usually, I think, for business cards and things like that, is what it's used for. So that way I can put all the cards on like facing all the same way, because I've seen other people do it where they like put the 9 cards and then they usually put like hechans like on the back or like in the middle of the back, like just facing the opposite way because it won't fit. And I don't really like to do that because I prefer to have like all the members facing the same way. And then I also just like, it kind of ruins the back too because there's just like a card in the middle of the back. Yeah, so I'll do that when I get all 10 cards or something, or if I get closer. But for right now, I'm just using the 9 because that's what I have. I just have like the pack. And then same for the irregular set, which is the black back. Oh, I forgot to say, I pulled Yuta's in this version, and then I pulled Jungwoo in this version. Yeah, so I actually have quite a few on the way for this set for some reason. I think somebody was selling them and like just selling a bunch of them. Yeah, so I'm making better progress on this one, but again, this is still like pretty hard to find. Like it took me a while to find all these cards, except for obviously the ones that I pulled. yeah, so that's this progress for the regular irregular, and then on to regulate. This is a lot easier to find because there was 10 versions of the album, so you know, like a lot of people bought multiple versions if you wanted multiple members covers. So I bought 2, and so I pulled Marks and then I pulled Tails, and then the birth of Wavy. This is one of the other holy grail win-win cards in my opinion, besides the empathy pink one that I was talking about. So this is for Wavy's Takeoff. I don't have that many cards for this set. One, because this is the only reason, because it's was China press only, and it's super hard to find the cards for sale, because the album was only Chinese press, so you could only get it if you're from China or bought from a certain website or something. It's very hard to find the album. And actually, funny story, I purchased this album from, I can't remember the name of the store, but I'll put it here. This is not advertisement because I'm about to tell you why. So I purchased the album from this website, and it was advertised on the you go to the front page of the website and they would say this is the only place in the US you can buy this, the Wavy Takeoff album. That was one of their selling points of the website, which I'm this is very strange. I don't know. I didn't think the album was that popular for that to be a huge advertising point for the front of your website. So I bought it. It was already still kind of pricey for an album. I paid maybe $40, but it's $40 plus if you buy anywhere else from eBay, and if I buy from an eBay seller, I don't know, I felt kind of sketched out, and this place seemed kind of legit. It looked like it was a store, a real store, based in New York. And then I was looking at reviews to make sure this wasn't sketchy or anything, and everything seemed kind of okay. And then I got the album, received the album, and I was okay, this looks real. It was sealed, everything was okay, and I open it. Tell me I was shocked. There was literally nothing in it. It was just the album, no photo card, no circle card, nothing. So I immediately was excuse me, to the customer service. I was excuse me, you told me this was sealed, you told me this was brand new, it was sealed. Tell me why I paid $40 for no photo card. And then they emailed me back and they were well, we just got a notification that actually the manufacturer warehouse where they make the albums, they forgot to put in the inclusions. So all of these new albums we got don't have any cards in them. I was well, why didn't you tell me this? Obviously it seems you knew, it seems they knew, and it took maybe 2 weeks for it to ship out to me, but I'm assuming they knew before that. They definitely didn't just check it out, check into the problem as soon as I emailed them. So I'm why didn't you tell me, or just don't sell the album? And so I didn't actually get a photo card from the album that I purchased. And then I was I want a refund or something, because you can't just sell me a brand new album saying it's brand new and then it doesn't include a very important part of the album. But yeah, they just gave me a half refund, so I got $20 back, but I don't know, it's still no, I'm still kind of, I wouldn't purchase from them. I think they say it on their website now, they, and the note of when you're purchasing doesn't include photo cards, but they didn't say that when I was purchasing it, so I wasted my money. But anyways, yeah, so I don't actually I didn't actually pull anything from my album, which is very upsetting, because like I said, that album is super hard to get. For now I just have win-wins, because win-win, win-win, and then I have Xiaojun's, and then I have Lucas's coming in the mail, and the rest eventually. But it's fine, it's not, I'm mad, but it's okay, I understand. And then is Superhuman, which is mostly done. I have Jungwoo's coming on the way, so as soon as that arrives, we are finished. So beautiful. I feel Superhuman was the era where things really started to pick up for NCT, so after this everything just explodes. But yeah, I really like this photo card set. I pulled Yuta, and actually this was the first album that I ever bought of NCT, so this is actually very special because I bought it because I actually met them in a photo, it's not a fan sign because they didn't sign anything, but it was a photo op that they had at a record store in Brooklyn, New York, and so it was the first, I don't know how many people, but the first whatever amount of people that bought the album from that record store got a wristband to meet them. And so me and my friend rapidly bought the album and I met them, so this is the first album that I purchased because of that fan sign or group photo thing, whatever. So I pulled Utah's. Yeah, so cute. I actually feel like I also have like a Utah curse a little bit, but not a curse, but like I feel like I do pull him quite a bit. And then is NCT Dreams Boom. So this is the Wii set, I believe. This is honestly maybe my favorite NCT Dream era, like just like so cute and so like mature. Like this was definitely the music video where we were like, whoa, this is something a little bit different here. And the music video is like museum-ish, or there's like parts of it that are museum-ish themed, so I did museum fillers. I just think it looks really nice and cohesive with the cards. But then I'm just missing G-songs for the Wii version, and then this is the Boom version, and I forgot to say, I pulled Tenla's for this version, and then I pulled Geno's for this version. Very cute. Just missing Tenla's. This was actually quite easy to collect for some reason. I don't know why, but like, yeah. But now I'm just having trouble finding these for some reason. Tell me why. I don't know. It's a theme, I guess, is that I always am just missing kind of like one or two in these card sets. I don't know why, but it just ends up that way. And then, this might be strange, but I store Super M just like in the big mix of this, like in terms of chronological order again, because since like 4 members out of the 7 are in NCT, I just like keep it that way because I don't want to keep it separate, because then it's just kind of like weird and I feel like I would never look at it if I kept it separate. So I just keep it in the like time of release. So this is, I have only been collecting for the American press so far, just because I only bought the American press albums. So I just have like the members. This is the more like serious face set, because these aren't really actually broken up into like official sets. So this is just like, I just put the serious ones first, and then I put the more like hand sign-ish ones. Like I tried my best to like separate it, but yeah, ones with like hand signs. And I know this is the Taeyong Korean press one, but I accidentally bought it thinking it was the American press, because I just knew that it like wasn't the one that I already had, so I just bought it. But it is the Korean press, but I plan on collecting Korean press later on anyways, so it doesn't really bother me. I'll just like purchase the American set one later on when I move on. I guess it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, but it still was super cute, and I am going to collect this Korean set later, so he's here for now. It's fine. I think I pulled double Mark. I think I pulled Mark, and then I think I pulled this Taemin one as well. I think that's true. Yeah. And then for Take Over the Moon, I actually pulled Win Win, and I actually got this album as a gift for my birthday from a friend, so thank you. I'm so happy that she picked this specific one out and got me Win Win's photo card, because this is actually pretty hard to get for this set. And then, yeah, that's who I pulled, and I just love all of these cards. I'm missing Hendry's. I'm so sad because he looks so cute in this photo card, but again, I just haven't seen it like for sale. I also love Ten's. I think his haircut's so funny. Like he looks like a little boy bowl cut, but like it just looks like a bad haircut, but it somehow looks good on him. Yeah, and I really like the fillers I did. I just did like a red, because the album is red, like a red moon, and like Take Over the Moon. Yeah, and then like night-ish, kind of like, I don't know. I really like this fillers that I did. I think it looks really good with the rest of the cards. Like, I don't know. Props to me. And then this is actually one of probably my least favorite photo card sets that NCT has done, just because like this is the Neozone version N set. They're just like so dingy and dark. Like you can hardly see Doyoung's face in this, and they're just like so yellow and brown. I don't really know, like it just looks very dark, which I don't really like as much, but I am almost done. I'm just missing Haechan's and Taeyong's is in the mail. I also think like, who did I pull? I pulled Jungwoo's, but I think Mark just looks so bad in his. I think like the yellow hair extensions just like look so wonky on his head. Like I don't think they like textured or like styled them yet. He just looked really weird. And like, I don't know, Johnny's little braids, I don't know, sir, like and then I definitely like this one more. I pulled Haechan's, which he looks so cute in this. I love his like super curly hair, so cute. And I loved Taeyong with the beret, like beret of course, beautiful. And then like, yeah, these are just like a lot lighter photo cards, so therefore I like them a lot better because you can see the members' faces. And then I'm just missing Yuta's and Jungkook's is in the mail. yeah, I just love this set so much. I like, or not so much, but I like it definitely a lot more than the yellow set. And then this is the T version, and I actually don't own the T version album just because I've been waiting for like shipping prices to go down, because right now like you can kind of, if you purchase from like K-Town For You, the shipping is like only EMS or DHL, which is like no thanks. So I'm just waiting for like shipping kind of to go back to normal before I purchase any new albums. So I just have been purchasing ones that like are really cheap, like I've been seeing for really good prices, and I know I can always just trade. So I got Tail, Doyoung's, and Mark's, and I think this is like such a cute Mark photo card. Like I love his, like, I love the blonde, but like only when it's styled well, and I think this is like styled the best way. And I love being able to see his like the finger wrappings they did in the music video, and I like, in my opinion, for Kick It, the karate outfits were like the best, because I didn't really like the jackets that they did, like the matchy jackets that they're doing both for like Kick It and for Punch. Like I don't really like when groups are like super matchy, like we're all wearing the same outfit because we're like a team. I don't really like that. I prefer like a like cohesive color palette, and then we like pick and choose and look different. Yeah, so I'm excited to like start this set because it hasn't really started because I haven't pulled the photo card yet because I don't have the album. And then this is Take Over the Moon, the sequel, which was a, there was no new music on it, but like, or there, I think it had like the English version of Love Talk, which I guess that's a new song. But I really like the fillers I did like, because the album is very like regal, elegant, and they're like at a very like lavish dinner table. I did like fancy-ish house castle looking fillers, and I think it looks really pretty with the rest of the cards. I pulled 10s, which was really great because his is really expensive, so I was happy I was able to pull his. And then I have Xiaojun's on the way, and yeah, this is gonna be slower because I literally haven't seen either of these for sale like ever, like maybe like once or twice, but like they were in like $30, so I wasn't about to do that. Yeah, so I'm expecting this to go pretty slow, but it's fine, it's all right. But then I did purchase the final round player 1 and 2 because of the Target. There was like a Target sale that was like buy two get one free, so I bought both of the albums, and then like my sister bought one. So I have both of the albums, and so this is just for the second player because I pulled Mark's. Yeah, which is really great because I think he looks so cute, and I love his like light brown hair in this photo card. And then I have Jungwoo, and I actually have Haechan's on the way, but I need to mark that. And then for my first player, I actually pulled Johnny's, but I traded it for a Taeyong card, so it's coming in the mail, and I just didn't make the fillers. And so far, that is it. And then this is just a divider for album inclusions that are like not photo cards. So like I said previously, I only collect for Winwin, Mark, and Luncheon for album inclusions that aren't photo cards, so that's pretty much who I each collect. And luckily each of those are in different, like the different active units of NCT. So here are the Winwin circle cards I have so far. I have all of them except for A Week in the World. I have Mark's. This is from Superhuman, and then I think this is from the C version. I have the N version on the way. I don't have the T obviously because I didn't buy the album yet, and then I'm trading currently for his final round ones. And then I have Luncheon's for Boom, and then I haven't bought the Reload version, so I don't have anything from here. And then I have the NCT 127 Limitless set, or sticker sets, so I have Winwin and Mark's. These are hideous, but I don't know, I wanted them. Yeah, like you can see his ramen hair. I just like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like I can't even read this. Like this is just like mushed together because they just use like such a thick pen. Like what, like where am I supposed to put like a sticker of this? I don't really know. I don't know what they were doing. And then I have the, I don't know what these are called, like the dream log kind of like diary things that they did for Empathy. I just have Winwin's dream version, but there's like a dream and a reality version, and so I want to get the 6 that I should be collecting, but these aren't like a huge priority. And then I have both postcards for the regular irregular. I think these were either first press or pre-order, but I mean it doesn't matter. I didn't buy the album first press or pre-order, so I just purchased these after the fact. And then I have the Luncheon scratch card, and I love this one because they have like for each of the scratch cards that you got, it has like the member's name and then like their little like nickname. So like Haechan's was like Full Sun, and like all their like little nicknames, and Luncheons is Pure Boy. Like, that's so cute. Oh my gosh, like he's not like, he's like kind of evil, I guess is his like persona or like character in the group, so that's kind of funny. And then I have Winwin's Take Over the Moon sequel postcard, and he looks very handsome and dapper. And then his sticker set that from the Chinese press of Take Over the Moon. And then I have Mark's postcard from Final Round, and he looks cute. I love it. I wish there was like something else to go here, but hopefully they have like a postcard that comes out with another release soon, so that way I can like put it here, because otherwise like I'll have to wait, because it looks kind of awkward just by itself. But I don't want to put like anyone else there, because like it loses the cohesiveness of like what my binder is. So, and then I just have these photo cards from other things. Like these are both light stick photo cards, because I bought the Twice light stick and I bought the shiny light stick. So this is Jonghyun. It's actually my Twice bias, so this was really great to pull. And then I have these Onyu card from, because I bought the shiny light stick when I went to see Super M, because shiny is like my second fave boy group, so I like had the NCT light stick, but I wanted to use the shiny one because I don't feel, especially like now, I don't feel like I'm ever gonna see shiny in concert ever, so I wanted to buy it and be able to use it because it's like such a beautiful light stick. But yeah, I just kept these in here because I want to keep them protected and not in the like box where they could like be damaged. So these are just here, and that is everything. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope this was like enjoyable and nice to see. I hope to continue posting like unboxings and hauls and things of the cards that I get. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.